Back now with more on what we can expect from President Trump's economic agenda during his second term.
Among the president's initial executive orders was a directive to address inflation. Mr. Trump also signaled he was planning to impose 25% tariffs on Mexico and Canada, starting maybe around February 1st.
NBC News senior business correspondent Christine Romans, she is at the big board. She's got a lot of information she's going to pack in here for us. I'm excited to see it. Good morning, Christine.
Good morning.
So first off, how is the current economy different from the one Mr. Trump left behind 4 years ago?
Well, right. We've had Trump 1.0 and now 2.0, right? So at the end of his first term, inflation was just 1.4%. And that's one of the reasons why he was reelected, because so many Americans remember this low inflation rate and would like it to be like that again. GDP, the size of the overall economy, $22 trillion. You look where he begins now, inflation at 2.9%. It's come down from 9%, but still, this is too high. At GDP, though, look, the economy has grown, in fact, grown strongly. So the size and the power of the American economy, bigger today than when he left office.
We have to look at Trump's first term and remember he got about 3 years that were normal and 1 year that was in COVID. So what were the outcomes of some of his economic promises during that first term?
Yeah, promises made, promises kept, promises that he might still try to fulfill. Look, he cut taxes. That was a promise kept. He imposed strict tariffs on China. Promise kept. He renegotiated, killed NAFTA essentially, and made a new U.S.-Mexico-Canada agreement, USMCA. That was renegotiating that deal. Although his threatened tariffs today could actually upend his former deal in the first term. His China trade deal, China never lived up to its bargain on what it would buy in U.S. exports. So that we're going to put that in the middle column. He said he would repeal and replace Obamacare. It didn't happen. He said he'd build the wall. Did build some miles of the wall, but did not finish an entire wall. And that is something that he would like to really do. What about eliminating the national debt? Did not happen. Grow the economy by 4% each year because of his big tax cuts. Didn't happen. And he made big promises early on about remaking the tax code to support American families with a big new restructured tax credit-like system for American families. That didn't happen either.
Let's talk about what he's promising this time around. What's it look like, this new agenda?
So he's promising more tariffs, right? He's promising to make those tax cuts permanent. His original tax cut plan, that was permanent for businesses, temporary for middle-class taxpayers. That expires at the end of this year. He wants mass deportations, and he wants deregulation. So what does that mean? Aggressive tariffs could mean inflation and job cuts. Tax cuts, that would increase the deficit. That means there's a fight coming in Congress over that. Deportations, that will have an impact on the labor market, no question. Deregulation, something that stock investors are very interested in because deregulation is something that can boost corporate profits. So these are sort of what we're expecting in terms of his big priorities heading into this year.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.